Oh!
You just needed to do it on camera.
Yeah. Something like that. You want to start it out, or you want me to start it out?
I want to say hi's.
I don't want to say hi.
You don't want to say hi?
I spend my day saying hi to people, and 90% of them I don't want to talk to. Now, there's a few that I see their name come up. I'm like, that person. I want to talk to that person. One's a YouTuber.
Oh, yeah?
He's great. An awesome guy. But there's some others that I'm just like, bro.
But you have to try and tell them that you're Hawk successfully.
Let's say hi.
Okay.
In 3, 2. Hi. I am Hawk.
And I'm Hartlee.
Tropes.
Tropes.
That's why we're here.
That is why we're here.
We're here for tropes. We're here to verses. 5 for 5. But instead of like last time where we did our 5 favorite authors, we really didn't want to talk about tropes too much.
Yeah. We decided to lean into the skid this time.
So we are going to do 2 that we like. It'll be 2 and 1. And then 2 that we don't like, 2 and 1. And then we're going to sneak in a guilty pleasure trope for our 5v5.
I mean, I don't feel super guilty about it, but
I'm probably going to catch some flack for mine. I might not.
I think everyone with a pulse likes mine. Every female with a pulse likes mine.
Okay. Well, so,
Really?
and as we have established, we're here to talk about tropes.
Tropes.
Book tropes.
Book tropes.
The
I mean,
tropiest, the bookiest of tropes. I'm having trouble wording right now. I don't know how to word.
words mean things.
I don't know how to make means come to words out of hole in face.
Learn from soup. Know what do.
So, tropes.
Tropes.
Favorite.
Favorite.
Not your favorite, but give me your second favorite trope, and I'm going to tell you why you're wrong and why mine's better.
Of course you are. So I mean, it's a variation on a theme, but like my second favorite is the sunshine versus the grumpy character, and they're like besties. And there's always that one character that's just like, yay, everything's delightful, look at the roses. And then there's the grumpy one that's just like, dear God, do you have to run around the field and smell every single rose? But they would like cut a bitch if anyone tried to mess with their sunshine character.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. If your favorite trope is less good than that one, I'm going to make fun of you.
I mean, that's fair.
But yeah, no, I can when you said it like 6 relationships inside books popped into my brain. I was just like, oh yeah, how'd I miss that?
Yeah.
Like that should be my number 1, but it's not. Mine's still better.
That was my number 2.
I know. Saying my number 2 is better.
Oh, well, what's your number 2?
The mentor. It happens more in fantasy novels, but it does happen in books.
Yeah.
In storytelling in general. Like, I'm sure you can tell from our writing, like, not you, the viewer, because it's not out yet. We're working on it. But you, as the co-author, can tell I really like playing with a mentor-style character.
Yeah.
Like, I really enjoy that relationship.
Our betas have seemed to enjoy it too.
Yeah. So, like, and to me, it goes back towards the Yodas and the Dumbledores and, you know, those. I like the crazy, wacky mentor, you know.
The one that says things without saying things outright.
And the like along to the straight line mentor of Gandalf, who you think is just whimsical, but the dude's been around for a while, so his perspective is just completely different from anything that you're gonna see as a mortal, not Maiar person. So yeah, the mentor trope is one of my favorites.
But more specifically, the wacky mentor.
The wacky mentor. Yeah.
It's good. I like that one too.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you that one's stupid, but I can tell you that I don't like that one as much as I like my Sunshine Grumpy.
I mean, I could flip a coin and then flip it again if I don't like the result. All right. So I'm going to get my number one trope out of the way.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure this is a me thing and like a very specific subsect of people thing. But it is one of my favorite things. And again, this one tends to be more used in fantasy. And it's a reason why I enjoy like some historical fiction and other things like that, but is an ancient style setting. Like, what's the first thing you think of when you think of a high fantasy novel?
A medieval setting.
Yeah, what medieval setting are we going to see this time?
Yeah, what twist on a medieval setting?
What historical setting are we going to see, and how is it going to be morphed a little bit? And for me, it's locating those settings and trying to find our historical equivalent. Like, that is I mean, maybe a whole boat load of fun for me. Being able to especially with Tolkien, like, what all went into making the Rohirrim, because you have, Viking Huns running around.
I think you only like it when it's a created world, though, because you nitpick it when it's an actual historical setting.
Not when it's done well.
Okay.
Like, you got to do it well.
Can you tell me like an actual historical novel, not a fantasy historical novel that's been done well, in your opinion?
You would have to put me on the spot.
I'm just saying, like, I can't think of one.
Well,
that you've expressed a like for.
Most of that happens in movies. Like, most of that is a movie decided to set.
Well, because when we watch movies, you're like, well, that wasn't invented until 1957, which was like, 14 years after when they're using that particular gun.
You're not wrong. But again, I think that's what makes it one of my favorites, is that you have to nail it. Like, if I was gonna say a movie, I bet in 3 guesses you could guess which movie I'm about to throw out. You want to play this game?
No, because I don't want to be wrong on film.
I want you to be right on film and prove my faith in you correct.
All right. It's a historical movie.
It's a historical movie.
Not fantasy.
Not fantasy. I can give you a hint if you want one, or do you want to take a guess and then get
No,
a hint?
I want a hint because otherwise I'm going to go with The Godfather.
The main character loves to play the violin along with his best friend, Doctor.
Oh, Master and Commander.
Master and Commander.
I just needed Russell Crowe. I could have got it from there.
Well, that's too much.
No, because it could have been, Gladiator.
I mean, I like that movie, but the historical setting is all kinds of off.
I know. You've told me.
Okay, so ancient settings. And they're easier to like in fantasy because they're half made up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you get to look for an inspiration, not a fact.
Well, it kind of takes away your need to look for inaccuracies.
Yeah.
Your need to look for inaccuracies.
I heard it the first time. What's your number one?
I'm wearing my shirt. I know you can't see in the camera, but like I'm wearing my enemies to lovers shirt.
Oh.
That's my number one. But I think it's because I actually like a slow burn. Like, I don't like when people just like fall in love too quickly. So enemies to lovers adds like good natural like tension.
It's
And
how you wish Romeo and Juliet would have gone.
Yes. We don't talk about Romeo and Juliet. That needs to be like a whole separate fucking video that I just yell at the camera for. It'll be my rant video.
Your rant video?
Like Wuthering Heights was for you.
Oh. I tried not to rant in that video. I really did. I gave it my best.
Yep. But yeah, enemies to lovers. That I like the tension that usually comes out of that situation.
Okay. I'm going to say that I think in retrospect, in a much bigger like if we took a poll of 1,000 people, those 1,000 people would like our number 2s more than they liked our number 1s.
Probably.
But what makes our number 1s is what we like. So
I like Found Family too.
Mm-hmm.
Like that one was the one I was struggling with.
Yeah.
Whether to put that, like I for sure like the Sunshine Grumpy character. It's
Yeah, that's fun.
But yeah, I like enemies to lovers, but I also like Found Family.
Mm-hmm.
That idea that like, you're not always the family that you're born into, but the one that you make around you.
Yeah.
And I always enjoy that play out.
Yeah, I got you. All right. So we have Sunshine and Darkness for number 2 with old Hartlee. And then we have the mentor, sometimes the wacky mentor for me for number 2. And then we have Ancient Settings and Enemies to Lovers for number 1.
Yeah.
So y'all decide why I'm right and why she's wrong.
Or why you're just 100% wrong and I'm 100% right.
Well, I'm never 100% wrong.
You're at least 80% wrong.
See, that's 20% right.
I mean, I don't hate your tropes. They're not horrible. They're just not like, they're like top 5. They're just not top 2.
Okay. Well, hit me with your number 2 least favorite.
Like not the one that I hate the most, but the one like I hate the second most.
Yeah, that one.
Okay. The one, I said it already. Like my second least favorite is the love at first sight trope.
Love at first sight.
Yeah. Although oddly, I do like the fated mates, which is still love at first sight, but like there's a reason. It's not just like realistically I looked at you and I just immediately fell in love. Like it's not like intrigue. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I looked at you across a crowded restaurant. You were pretty. We had a connection. Our eyes met. Okay. I'm interested enough to like go figure out who the hell you are. I'm not automatically in love with you. I guess I don't like it when characters fall in love too fast. It's not realistic.
Okay. Yeah, I get that.
And like with the fated mate trope, at least there's like a biological reason. It's magic, but
yeah, because magic. But no, I get the distinction.
Yeah,
because you get that there's some conflict there.
Because usually they don't want, like they're gonna fight it.
Yeah,
one of the characters is gonna fight it at least.
Yeah,
which adds tension, and then it's drawn out a little more, and then I appreciate that.
I got you. Okay, not bad. I mean bad, but for the right reason.
Trey Mall. It's bad.
All right, my number 2, and I guess I should say for me, in all of my picks, like we discussed with Ancient Settings, there are always exceptions, right?
Yeah.
We can see an example of any one of these, of our favorites, be bad, and we also can easily see examples of the things we dislike be good. So, I speak for myself and Hartlee, of course, that if we see a good example of one of our least favorite tropes, we are not going to dog it because it's that trope.
I actually appreciate it more because it surprises me because I can see all of the little tick marks coming for it. And I'm just like, oh, good Lord. And then when it's done really well and it surprises me, I like it probably 10 times more.
Yeah, I got you. So mine is... the orphan / the regular person takes the crown.
Yeah.
Like, it was done well when Arthurian legend was happening. It was done well during the Princess Diaries, but every other bit of it we were just beat over the head with when we were kids and young adults.
I love that one of your examples is the Princess Diaries.
That's a good flick.
I read that book. Meg Cabot was one of my favorites. I read all the books before the movies even came out.
Yeah. So I was gonna give credit where credit was due, but most of them are just.
I mean, how is that different from Chosen One? Just because there's not because it's a crown, like it's a kingdom.
Yeah, it's usually frivolous. The conflict comes from jealous people that should rightly have it. Like, it's thin.
Yeah.
It's typically thin.
And they're never gonna lose. Like it becomes predictable at that point.
Yeah.
Like, draw out the conflict however you want to try and draw the conflict out, but eventually that character is going to end up on the throne.
I'm supposed to have the crown. I don't want the crown. You're going to give me the crown anyway? Well, I will take it. And then I will give it to someone more deserving, or I'll give it to someone else because I'm disinterested.
Or you'll mess it up and then have to rise to the occasion.
Yeah, like there's 3 ways to take that. They've all been done. Stop. Unless you can come up with a different way, stop. Please. I'm begging you. Anyway. Okay.
Cool. Indeed.
Anyway, right. So my least favorite is kind of the other side of this narrative coin when we were growing up. The secret billionaire.
Oh, yeah. We actually had a reality show called Secret Billionaire. Didn't we?
Yes. And I
But like the Jasmine thing, like the I'm in disguise as a peasant and turns out I'm really a princess and have millions of dollars.
Yeah. Or I met this guy and he's the best guy. Like, he is the best guy.
But he's secretly a prince.
There's no way this guy he's perfect. And he's the heir to a kingdom?
What?
I don't think I can accept him. He's too good for me. How many of those stories did we see coming up?
Like every Lifetime movie ever.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, again, I feel like there was an occasion where it was done right. Well, what was it? What was it? Secret Billionaire. What was it? I had it.
Is it a movie or a book?
Maybe.
Helpful.
Anyway, I forgot. I ranted so hard that it just fled my awareness. So yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
Is it okay if they just like come right out and they're a billionaire?
Oh, I remember now.
Do you?
I remember now.
Okay.
It's a movie.
Okay.
Has Eddie Murphy in it.
Coming to America.
And even then, it wasn't a secret from us. It was a secret from her. And that conflict is what made it interesting, right?
Yeah. Like the Santa Claus when he has to find a wife.
Yeah.
You know he's Santa Claus.
Yeah.
But she doesn't know he's Santa Claus.
Yeah.
That one's kind of fun sometimes.
Yeah.
It's campy, but it's fun.
It's fun. But anyway, I'll stop. What's yours? I'll stop.
So mine is the I'm gonna leave you for your own good.
Oh.
It's the whole second Twilight book.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I hate the most.
Yeah.
Which I, to this day, even though I've reread the series, because I reread it each time a new movie came out, I still have not read one entire section in New Moon because I cannot get through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bad.
It's bad. It's really bad.
It's bad.
And every time it happens, I go, you are no longer a valid character to me. I hate you.
Mm-hmm. And it's an excuse. It's an excuse.
And every time the other one falls for it, no matter how well they play it, I go, you're dumb.
Yeah.
Although I do slightly enjoy when they try to play it and the other character's like, no.
Mm-hmm.
You're stupid, and I don't believe you, and you're just doing this to push me away, and I do not accept.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, yeah.
You tell them how it is, girl.
Yeah.
Because reasons.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But
that one's pretty good. That one's pretty bad. It was pretty good.
it's a pretty good bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can think of like 1,000 of those
Yeah,
too, can't you?
A whole bunch.
And you're just like, ugh.
A whole bunch. Okay. So for our number 2s, we have Orphan Takes the Crown versus Love at First Sight.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have The Secret Billionaire versus I'm Leaving You for Your Own Good.
Yeah.
I'm not good for you.
I think mine's worse than yours.
I'm dangerous.
Yeah.
I sparkle.
Or I'm a murderer. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Who wants to go first on Guilty Pleasure?
I don't know. You want to like rock, paper, scissors?
All right. Does that mean you decide?
No, it means you have to go first.
That's what I was going to ask. Does that mean you decide? All right. My Guilty Pleasure trope is The Chosen One.
Oh! I mean, that tracks.
I mean, again, it's one of those ones that can be done badly so fast.
And has been.
So fast. But Harry Potter,
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker,
Yeah.
Rand Althor.
So all the hero's journey.
I mean, it's kind of hard to have one without the other in today's storytelling mediums. You can do it. But there's the ones that use it and subvert it.
Yeah.
Like Redacted.
Yeah.
And Redacted. And definitely that one by Sanderson, which is Redacted.
Okay.
Quick tip. If you're reading Brandon Sanderson, you find a trope, be suspicious. Be suspicious. Anyway, what's yours?
So mine is the Fated Mates.
The Fated Mates.
Yeah.
Okay.
But with telepathy.
That's an interesting spin.
Yeah. I always really like it when you suddenly have this, mate bond snap into place, and then suddenly you have another person in your head, or you can feel somebody else's emotions, or where they are, like the geolocate, you can always find them. You can feel when they're in pain and go rescue them. Like, I don't know. I guess that idea that someone just like is automatically like in your head.
Okay.
I mean,
I see where that comes from now.
Yeah.
Mine was somewhere because of theft, but whatever.
But yeah, I love that one.
Okay.
It means I end up reading a lot of werewolf romance novels, but
well, hey, if you've got a thing, you've got a thing.
Yeah. But it's definitely I'm not super guilty about it, but it's definitely like, I know it's cheesy.
Yeah.
It's like how I watch Christmas movies.
Yeah.
And
it's like how I read like light novels that anime are based on.
Yeah.
Even though I know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Might be some differences.
But I think that's relaxing. I think that's why I like them. Why I like the Christmas movies, because Christmas is so crazy and it can be unpredictable, and life can be unpredictable. And so it's relaxing to just put your brain in a story that you already know what's going to happen, and you already know it's going to have a happy ending, and nothing's a surprise. I think it's soothing for my anxiety.
I mean, yeah. I don't disagree with any of that. Well, The Chosen One versus The Fated Mate.
I mean, it is, but with telepathy. Or it's important to make the distinction.
I'm sorry. A big realization just smacked me right in the face, and I can't say anything about it. Shut up. I played right into your hands, didn't I?
Do you know how many anime tropes are in our book?
You shut up. I'm sorry. I lashed out.
Do you want to throw hard at me?
I don't want to throw hard at you. I just want to sit over here
Pout.
and pout about being used.
I'm going to remind you that was your idea.
I know.
But I didn't lead you to it. You just came up with it, and I went, well, of course. I love that. Let's do it.
Anyway, redacted. So there's our list of tropes.
Am I going to have to cut that out in editing?
Probably not. I'm not worried about it.
All right.
I mean, hey, truth nuggets.
Truth nuggets.
I'm so subtextual in writing that I do it in my YouTube videos too. Anyway. So that's a bad good list.
Yeah, my list kicks yours in the teeth.
No. One of yours kicks mine in the teeth.
The grumpy sunshine character.
Yeah.
Good, right?
Like I'd almost cede that one to you if I really didn't like my wacky mentors. Like those two, like if I had to say Grumpy Sunshine and Wacky Mentor, I mean, they'd be touching on the graph.
You know what's even better with the grumpy sunshine characters? When the sunshine character gets hurt and the grumpy character immediately goes into rage mode.
I am not going to read any more Pixie and Brutus comics today. Quit putting ideas in my head.
And they're like, who hurt you? The best.
Mm-hmm. It's good. It's good. Well, that is going to be it for today.
Yeah.
We are going to be working on some more versus 5.
This is 5. This was technically a 5 versus 5.
Yeah. And we are working towards somebody finishing a book series, which is really long. Really long.
Mm-hmm. It is. It's huge. It's like climbing the fantasy Mount Everest.
I think they're bigger. It might be like climbing the fantasy K2.
Only you would come up with that.
There's people that get that. So, more Wheel of Time coming out soon. We're going to finish the Rebel in the Sands soon. And
promises.
I'm going to finish it. It's just...
Oh, me too. Like,
yeah. And once we figure out how to work around our new crazy work schedule.
Yeah, the one that pays us money right now?
Yeah, the one that we pay the bills with.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And we're going to have to spend a dime to get this book out, too.
I mean, one could say it's all sunshine.
It is all sunshine. Wow. And no one even knows how bad that is.
That's one of the daddest of jokes I've ever made.
Yeah, it is. It's bad.
We work for a solar company, by the way. So, until next time. Keep reading.
Keep reading.
All sunshine.
It's been a day.
Oh, it has been a day. It has been one of the dayest of days.
It's been like a whole week in a day.
Mm-hmm.
But we're over the hump because it's hump day.
It's... yeah.
There's less days left before we're done with work
Mm-hmm.
than
Then there are...
that we've suffered through this week.
I mean, you're going to be a You're going to be an ass.
That's you, not me.
You're going to be a... I can't say a classic English idiom right now, and it upsets me.